As you were hearing, there has been an arrest made, an 18-year-old man in the Dover area in connection to that attack at Parsons Green yesterday morning. And security has really been ramped up and down the country. Let's get more now about the military personnel on the streets. Phil Campion is a retired SAS trooper and he joins us live from Athens. Very good afternoon to you, Phil. We've been looking at pictures this morning of police on the streets of Birmingham. Are armed police on things like trains an answer to tackling extremism?
100%. I think we need to see more of it. And what I hope doesn't happen this time is we see it for 5 minutes after the event, and then, you know, tomorrow, the next day or the day after, they'll just go, right, that's a wrap, lads, and you go back to camp and call it a day. Because this problem is not going away, OK? This problem is here and it needs sorting out. And in the interim, like I say, you know, various groups are calling for this 3,000 people to be lifted off the streets. I myself the other week tweeted and said, you know, this is not over, expect an attack, especially on a train. So, you know, it seems that we're doing the same thing again. Cobra's been called, we've upped the ante a little bit, and now we're just going to go and sit down again. No, let's keep the ante going this time. You know, you've got people all over the country now who are a lot more worried, you know, and they're not being listened to. You know, the FLA, the cabbies, the veterans, they're all out on the streets marching and that sort of stuff, and nobody's listening to them, OK? And these events are still happening. So we need now for this ante to be upped and continued. Not just up to them. I suppose
the problem is people don't want to be cowed. People want to continue with their day-to-day activities. So there's got to be a balancing act, surely, hasn't there, between...
There does have to be a balancing act. But, you know, at the same time, we're being told that there are 3,000 people who are part of this balancing act that are making it unstable, OK? So we need to get those out of the way. And there's various things we should be doing now to give people more confidence in the system. Because every time we have an incident, 10 minutes later, there's another one, and the same thing happens. And we've got ourselves into this little loop of sort of like attack, talk, carry on, attack, talk, carry on. And it doesn't work. So we need to attack, talk, do something, then carry on, OK? Because we're not doing it, are we?
OK, and after most terror attacks, there's been a lot of activity. The police have come out, there's raids, things like that. That happened with Manchester and the London Bridge attacks. This time, they've kept very quiet-lipped. Why do you think that is?
I think they need to keep quiet-lipped. You know, you can do stuff without being seen all the time, OK? You need to up the ante. Now, there are some positives to be taken from this last attack. The device they used was very crude, which says to me they can't get their hands on the stuff that they want. You know, that was a proper pound shop effort, to be honest. It wasn't a very good device at all, was it? So they can't get the gear that they want. There's no weapons. There's no follow-up. They haven't got the belly to stay around. They did the off. They ran away. So there's a lot of positives saying that the security services are doing a lot of stuff and they're doing it very well. But unfortunately, the security services that are running towards these events, the MPs are running away. Stand behind our security services, back them up, give them what they need, give them the extra kit, equipment, manpower, throw some money at this, and let's end this now, instead of having this repeated stupidity and nonsense going on and on and on and on.
And what did you make of President Trump's intervention yesterday when he said he believed that Scotland Yard knew the person responsible?
Do you know what? I actually agree with him. They probably did. And we should have probably jumped on that person when Manchester went off or when 7-Eleven went off, and we didn't, OK? So listen to Trump. You know, he's a big man, all right? Listen to Trump, OK? Listen to Big Phil and do something about it, all right? Do something about it. Because if it transpires that we did know these people again, you know, this is ludicrous. Every 5 minutes we've got an incident, and you say people want to cut about their lives normally. We're not letting them do that. We've got to sort this out, you know?
OK, Phil Campion, retired SAS trooper.